Welcome back to Cruising with the Wild Herons. In this episode, we attempt to leave for Charleston, South Carolina, but once again encounter problems. Fortunately, we were only held up at Harbor Walk Marina for an extra day, but keep watching and you'll see what gives me great anxiety. So we left Harbor Walk Marina in Georgetown, South Carolina at 8:22 this morning. Everything was great and perfect. Weather looked great. Heading to Charleston today, hoping to get there by 4 o'clock. So timing was of the essence on everything we did today, getting to the shallows and such. We got out into the river, or the ICW, left the marina here, the little creek or river, whatever it is, and got into the ICW where Tad had to start a new route. We soon realized that about 100 markers on that route were missing. And when we looked at other maps and stuff, it put us about 27 miles down the ICW without a route plotted. So we sat there for a minute out there thinking, just in neutral, does Tad delete the route, download a whole new route while we're sitting out there, or come back to the marina at Harbor Walk Marina in Georgetown? And we looked at each other and said, one of our lessons learned the last leg of the trip going down, or the first leg going down to Charleston, was to go back to where you were if you can to fix the problem. So that is exactly what we did. We turned around and came back into port, tied up, and Tad's up top currently trying to get those GPS routes reloaded so that we're not going without a route. Well, we just felt it was safer to come back to port at Georgetown. The guys here are wonderful. I told them, I said, this throws everything off. We may be here for a few days. Is that okay? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Not a problem. We've got you. So Harbor Walk Marina, you guys are great. Follow your lessons learned. When you have a lesson that you've learned, that's the key. So hopefully we'll be able to shove. If he gets it fixed pretty quickly, we can still, our initial shove off time was 10 a.m. and we decided to leave early. So we do still have time. We have about an hour if we're going to shove off today. If he gets it all fixed and running, then we can shove off. So I'll keep you posted. Tad was able to re-download all the routes that we needed. We decided to stay put for the day rather than trying to rush to get to Charleston. Picking our next travel date required checking the tide charts at McClellanville and Isle of Palm, checking the weather, and making sure we would arrive in Charleston by 4 p.m. before sunset. We woke up the next morning, double-checked everything, and decided at 7 a.m. that it was go time for Charleston. Fortunately, the weather was great, the engines were running great, and all the routes were in the Garmin GPS. This is Winya Bay Inlet, where we could have gone to Charleston via the ocean, but weather and timing were not permitting today. Coming up is the Esterville-Minnham Canal Bridge. It is a floating pontoon bridge that is pretty much always open. So we are in 4 Mile Creek Canal heading to McClellanville area, or Matthews Cut. That's a notoriously shallow area, and we're getting there about an hour and a half before low tide, so we should be okay. But we're going through here pretty fast because this is a desolate area. Here we are passing Jeremy Creek, which is the beginning of Matthews Cut in McClellanville. It is an hour and a half before low tide, and my anxiety is on high alert because I am just so fearful of running aground Ideally, you want to go through here in high tide. There's a lot of shoaling in this area, and we do follow the Bob 423 tracks for the deepest water. We did make it through Matthews Cut unscathed. We saw the lowest was 3.6 foot of water under our boat. When we hit that, I told Tad I felt like I was going to vomit because I was so fearful it was going to keep getting more shallow as we went, but it didn't. Tad remained cool, calm, and collected the whole time. We had about 3 dolphin sightings on this trip, which always excites me. Oh, hi! Friends, hi! Oh my God! Yes, I'm your friend! Did you see me? Oh my God, hi, hi, hi! It becomes really obvious going through these areas at low tide when you see all the mud along the sides and boats sitting in the mud. But we had plenty of water staying in the center. Our next worrisome area is Isle of Palms, which is also notoriously shoaled in and gets very shallow. Apparently, we're the slow boat today because we're going so slow to time it to get to Isle of Palm at the right time that not only is a little trawler boat passing us, but the sailboat is going to pass us too. Ahead of the trawler is 3 other sailboats, so we are the slowest boat today. So Tad, how do you think it's been going so far?
Great. Perfect.
Did you want to vomit when we went through McClellanville?
I thought it was great. We had so much depth. Look at the radar there. We now totally understand this radar.
Yeah, we got our radar going and our backup camera. Well, not back, our rear-facing camera going. And we are sitting at 12 foot of water. Autopilot is engaged. We're getting close to Charleston. It's a cold, overcast day, a little breezy, and that is Whiteside Creek over there. And further ahead in the distance, it's really hard to see, but you can see the bridge from in Charleston, way off in the distance. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it on this video. The heaviest shoaling is found between the Isle of Palm Connector Bridge and the Ben Sawyer Swing Bridge. And we're following the slow sailboats because we're going slow. We entered this area of shoaling at mid-tide, so we had no problem getting through. Up ahead, we could see a very large freighter, which seemed to be crossing our path, but it was actually in the Charleston harbor. So we are still in the Isle of Palm area, and we did not go the Bob 423 alternate path, and the lowest depth we saw going straight through was what, 7.8 at mid-tide. Still some shoaling ahead to go through, but I think this was the worst of it. So it was definitely better going through here than McClellanville this morning. But
No vomiting.
yeah, no, I haven't felt, but I still have angst. Do you have angst, Tad? Okay, ahead there is the Ben Sawyer Swing Bridge. We've got a couple of sailboats ahead of us. All of the sailboats that were ahead of us and called the bridge to ask for clearance went behind us, so we're now in the lead. We could have made it through under this swing bridge, but the sailboats had already called for an opening. Shortly after passing through the Ben Sawyer Swing Bridge, we enter the Charleston Harbor. Straight ahead, you can see the Arthur Ravenel Jr. Bridge, or the Cooper River Bridge as it's known. So we are in the harbor now. And it is cold and windy out there, so I am not going out there. But it's not rough. Here we are coming into Safe Harbor, Charleston, Marina. This is the new mega dock that we're going to be on the inside of this with the black pilings. So we have to go all the way to the bridge and turn around and go up there. So we're not sure which side we're tying up on yet, but I'm out here in the wind and the cold getting it ready. Well, we made it safe and sound, all tied up at Safe Harbor, Charleston City Marina, at the Mega Dock. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for more Cruising with the Wild Herons. Ciao.